Welcome to another Tap In on Tuesdays where we use EFT tapping to help strengthen your authentic creative connection. Today we're going to do some tapping on cycles. It has recently been brought to my attention that sometimes when you are trying to improve yourself or trying to get to a certain state of being, a certain place, a certain achievement, whatever it might be, you might be looking at things and saying, well, if I'm not having what I want now, where's my resistance? Or what am I doing wrong? Or something's not in alignment or I'd have it. And I think, especially with people who are mindful and wanting to be living more authentically, wanting to be living more purposefully and more fulfilled, it can become a cycle of healing, as if there's always something that you need to heal, as if there's always something wrong or something to improve. And it is wonderful to have aspirations and to have things you're looking forward to. It's great to be mindful and it's great to be becoming more of who you are. And I don't even prefer to use the word becoming. You already are. It's more like allowing yourself to be more authentic. It's sort of like you're already a light, but how much are you dimming it? The less you dim it, the brighter you are. It's not because you're becoming brighter, it's because you are already bright and you are stopping dimming. Anyway, let's get into some tapping and we'll explore this a little further. So, taking full responsibility for your well-being and all the benefits you gain from this. Sometimes we create cycles that we think are beneficial, like beliefs or actions, because we think that they're going to improve ourselves or our lives. And sometimes these cycles are actually representing beliefs and choices we're making that aren't truly in alignment with who we are or what we want. I want to be purposeful with the cycles. Let's go to the eyebrow point. I'm choosing to be aware of the cycles. Side of the eye. I'm choosing to be mindful and purposeful with the beliefs I hold. Under the eye. I don't always need to have something to heal. Under the nose. I don't always need to be striving to be better or more or different. Under the mouth. I'm not imperfect aiming for perfection. Collarbone. So while I can understand that there are things that I want to experience, under the arm. And they might not be happening because I have some resistance to them. Top of the head. I'm not going to assume or claim that that's the reason why it's not happened yet. Or not happening now. If you think about being pregnant, you might really want to become pregnant and be anxious for it. And eager for it. And when you finally become pregnant, you're excited. You don't have the baby yet. You don't want to become pregnant and give birth the next day. You understand that the baby will take roughly 9 months to develop, that if you gave birth at 3 months, that's not going to be the same baby as at 6 months or 9 months. The gestation period is part of the process. You're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing for you to correct. If you know what you want and you're not experiencing all of what you want just yet. That gestation period is important. You can take excellent care of yourself and nourish yourself and the baby. You can be excited about the changes, like needing to buy new clothes to fit, and setting up the bedroom, getting everything ready. And that's part of the process. Are you throwing a tantrum that at 6 weeks you don't yet have a baby in your arms? So then why would you be so hard on yourself if something else you're creating needs that time too? If the cooperative components need to come into place, if you want to throw a huge holiday party and the holiday's not for 6 months, there's so much you can do during those 6 months in preparation. It's not always resistance that's keeping things from happening right now. You can be going with the flow. If you set out on a road trip, you don't start crying 30 minutes in if you know it takes 6 days. You're not going around saying, wow, I really messed up. I only got like 13 miles away so far. It's just part of the process of getting there. That doesn't mean that anything has gone wrong or that there's any resistance or anything to correct. Generally speaking, you start crawling before you start standing and walking. Once you're comfortable at that, you might start jogging and running. Eventually, that might not be fast enough, and you get a bike, then maybe a car. Maybe you like to go on a high-speed train or in an airplane. And the same way that you do not want to be going as fast as an airplane high up in the sky on the ground, you don't want to be going high up in the sky at the speed of an airplane on the ground either. You want to go fast when it's appropriate to go fast. You want to be going at a pace that you're acclimated and ready for. The process and the transitions are part of it. So the next time you're working on creating something and you're moving towards it, like laying the foundation and building on top of it, take a moment if you start to think that something is wrong or you're not doing well enough. Give yourself a break and don't assume that there's something you need to correct. The cycles have their place, like seasons do. And eventually that baby is born, and eventually what you want can be fully manifested. It's really a process and the journey. Okay. So, if you think I always have to have something I'm working towards or focusing upon or changing about myself, just take a moment and say, wait a second, maybe I'm okay right as I am right now. Maybe all I need to do is stop trying to effort, stop trying to make something happen, force something to happen, or become anything more, and just have that moment of being and just truly being who you are in the moment and letting the rest fall away. Because, yes, it's wonderful to want to always be moving forward and progressing, but what that means and how that feels and what that looks like, it's not because there's something holding you up. You could very well be swimmingly, enjoyably, happily going in that flow, experiencing the process, going like the pregnancy from, okay, I fit my clothes, I have to get new clothes, I have to prep these things, I want to take good care of my body, I need more of this, less of that. And you know that it's because you're in the moment, responding to the changes, getting yourself ready, acclimating so that when that baby is born, you are prepared and you feel good about it. And it's not like, okay, it happens overnight. Some things do happen overnight, and that's wonderful. But when things don't happen overnight, it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It doesn't mean that you have some cycle that you need to break, some curse on you, or anything like that that you have to shift or change. You might be doing excellent. You're exactly where you need to be. You're doing what you need to do, and it's working out in your favor beautifully. It's worth considering that. It's worth giving yourself a break about having to always improve, always strive for more, always change, or always be different. You don't have to. You really don't have to. Just chill. Okay? So, something to contemplate, maybe tap some more on, especially if there's something in particular that came up while you were doing this that you might be saying, hey, yeah, that's a cycle that I've been like kind of looping myself in, and I'm not feeling any better about it. Choose to feel better. Choose to feel better now. All right, I will see you again next Tuesday for another Tap In on Tuesdays.